bring me home after we finish. Yeah, I'll go with you, but you better bring my ass home. Somewhere where it's nice and quiet. Somewhere where it's nice and quiet. That's right. Happy Sunday. Let's go. Happy Sunday. It's Beyonce week. Let's listen to some old school today. Where did you send me a DM at? I don't accept DMs on TikTok because I would have people DMing me all day. So you need to send it on Instagram. Okay? Well, let me go see what you're talking about. What is it, baby cakes? What happened? No way, dude. No way, dude. Stop. Get down. Stop. Listen, I am not an expert on that Eldon blood type test results thing. So, bitch, can you relax? I'm not an expert on that. It would be better for y'all to go to YouTube and look up a YouTube video and see how your results line up with that. I'm not the person. Because anytime anybody's ever sent it over to me, Jordan has had to look at it and all that other stuff. Plus, y'all be sending me y'all's results like I'm supposed to just know by looking at them without the actual key. Okay? If y'all are unsure of what your blood type is, y'all need to do another test to make sure. Don't have me telling y'all what y'all blood type is. That's not my responsibility. Okay? Because if I tell you you a B and you a damn A, then you're going to blame it on me. No. No, ma'am. It's something y'all should know about me. I don't put myself in a situation to be liable for y'all shit. I don't want no more responsibility than I already have. So I don't take on extra responsibility for nobody. Him, the dogs, nobody. Y'all better learn that. That's what boundaries look like. Happy Sunday. Thank you. Happy Sunday. So go take a test again. That's why I tell y'all to get 2 of them. Okay? So you can take your test twice to reconfirm. If you're still unsure, you might need to go to the LabCorp or to donate blood to just reconfirm. All right? So what we do over here is we talk about eating by blood type. And it's actually big. No, it's no, you don't need to apologize. No apologies. I'm just telling you, I'm not the expert. And I don't want y'all taking that shit from me when I'm not the expert. You feel me? That's all. I don't mind you asking me, but y'all have to understand people have the right to tell y'all no. Don't be sorry for asking, just accept a no. Most people don't ask because they can't accept a no. I've been in sales my entire life. My grandma, you know what got me in sales? My grandma telling me that no is not going to kill you. When my grandma told me that no wasn't going to kill me, that set me up for a whole different way of thinking. I don't mind asking because I don't mind being told no. I go into it thinking you're going to tell me no. So if you tell me yeah, I'm like, well, shit. Bet. That's just my mindset. So don't ever feel bad for asking for something. Just be okay when somebody tells you no. I don't know the answer. And I'm just not one of those people that's just like, I know it all. I'm not a know-it-all. You done lost 33 pounds and you don't even know what your blood type is? Girl, you already on the right path. Okay? I am not a know-it-all. I will tell y'all in a heartbeat. I do not know. Okay? I'm just not one of those people that's too proud to say I don't know. I don't like when people try to find anything to say they don't know. Because I'll be the first person like, so you don't know? Just say you don't know. It's okay. Oh, it's for someone else? Nah. They need to go take the test again. Okay? What's the best fruits? Go get the list, Miss Reese. Y'all can have a number of fruits, but just go get the list. Listen. Information costs money. Just go click my name. Then when the little white thing pops up, hit my face. Then click the link on my bio. It's $6. You'll have every single thing that you're supposed to eat and every single thing you're not supposed to eat. And if you're a blood type B, my son is a blood type B, it completely changed his life. Lost 80 pounds, 60 pounds in the first 6 months. Skin is as clear as mine. Aged backwards. Got rid of that arthritis in his knees and in his shoulder from the military. Changed his entire life. Okay? So, share the live and tap the screen. Because when you tap the screen, it gets more people in here. We want more people to get this information. Because this information literally is life-changing. And in some people's cases, it's been life-saving. It saved mine. Or I should say, it gave me my life back. Okay? Because in my mind, there's no point in me being here on this earth if I can't do what I want to do. Does that make sense? I don't want to be in pain every day. I don't want to be taking no inhaler every day. I don't want to be on no drugs. I don't want none of that. And if I got to live that way, there's no point in me being here. I've done enough. Okay? If you don't know what your blood type is, go get the blood typing tests from Amazon. It's the Eldon blood typing test. I suggest you get two. Two will cost you about $20, but it'll be the best $20 you've ever spent in your entire life. Because this is the most basic information you should know about yourself. Okay? Eldon, E-L-D-O-N. Okay? So, type in the comments what your blood type is. All of you that have already started on your journey, put in the comments how much inflammation y'all have lost since you started on this path. I just want the new people to see that this actually works. Okay? And it's bigger than just weight loss. That's why, this ain't like taking no Mounjaro or no Ozempic. I can't tell you how many of those freaking lives I see every day with people pushing a drug. And people have such a problem with me, and I'm pushing eating whole foods. But y'all don't have a problem with somebody pushing drugs on y'all to lose weight. Ain't solving none of your health issues. Ain't clearing up your skin, ain't improving your sleep, ain't improving your sex life, ain't improving your mind. But y'all mad at me for pushing steak. Y'all don't see the agenda here? Y'all don't see the agenda? Me and my children are O's. What? That is fantastic. Man, if me and Jordy both would have been B's, that would have been But it's close. We close enough. But if we both would have been bees, it would have been tomato-less chili in here every day. I'm not sweating out of nowhere. Fantastic. That means your thyroid is improving. I feel a lot better since you stopped eating chicken. Everybody feels better. So share the live with 15 people. Everybody share the live with 15 people right now. Okay? And we're going to get started on this thing. No more chicken. That chicken, boy, I'm telling you, when I was eating chicken, I was having about 10 to 12 horrific hot flashes. And ever since I stopped eating chicken, all of my menopause symptoms went away. Every last one of them. No hot flashes, no night sweats, no aches and pains. Remember I told y'all a few weeks ago I was dealing with a bunch of aches and pains, just body aching, and it was from I apologize, I just joined the live and ordered my list, but how do I receive it? It comes in the email. It comes in the email, so make sure you check your spam as well. What you mean? What? Even organic? Chicken has 100 times the estrogen than the human body has. It doesn't matter if it's organic or ghetto. It doesn't matter if it's Chick-fil-A or Popeyes. It does not matter if a 5-star Michelin chef made it or if your grandma made it. The lectin in the meat of the chicken attacks the bloodstream and causes the red blood cells to clump together, creating blood clots, autoimmune diseases, and stroke. That's outside of the estrogen. So how many of y'all have autoimmune diseases? Who here has an autoimmune disease? I do. Hey. Keep going. How many? You taking chemo? I suggest you eat for your blood type and stop eating chicken. Listen. Nothing. I only eat seafood. Okay. It's a way of eating. Somebody just asked, what's the diet? Eating according to your genetics. Okay? Eating according to your genetics. We all have genetic ancestors. Our genetic ancestors are who formed the way our bodies actually process food. Okay? So, the main thing is our blood. Okay? The main thing is our blood. Everything is about the blood. Okay? So, all whole foods have lectins. Basically, identification. The way you can think about it, to simplify it, is every whole food has an identifier. And those identifiers, based on your blood type, will attack your red and your white blood cells and cause the cells in different organs to clump together and create clots and complications and that sort of thing. So, when you're eating foods that don't go with the antigens on your blood cells, you are creating the illnesses in your body. Okay? So, what's the cure? Stop eating those foods. Because if you continue to eat those foods, all you're doing is feeding the disease that has developed. And most of us develop diseases from chicken. Why? Because chicken has excessive amounts of estrogen. The chicken that we eat today is not the chicken of yesteryear. Okay? The chickens that we eat today only take 44 days to grow to 6.5 pounds because they have been bred to have more estrogen, which is a growth hormone. Chickens back in the day only grew to be 2.5 pounds, and it took 112 days to do that. So literally, you're just eating a bunch of estrogen, and every single thing that we eat affects our hormones. We have 40 different hormones in our body that run our body. So whenever you eat a lectin that interferes with your hormones, it's going to create an immune reaction in your body. And that's what's happening. No, I just started. I haven't talked about any blood type yet. Okay? So this is what is at the root cause of your dis-ease. Depends on your blood type, ma'am. No 4 blood types eat the same. Okay? Either your blood type A, B, O, or AB. And depending on your blood type, thank you. Depending on your blood type, that's how you should eat. So if you want the list, just click my name, then click my face when a little white thing pops up. Go to my page, click the link on my bio, and then click on your blood type. I don't know what your blood type is, ma'am. Do you know your blood type? I can't tell you what to eat if I don't know your blood type. Bottom line, you should be eating red meat. All the red meats except beef. You want to overview. And if you eat chicken, that's why you have an autoimmune disease. Chicken is at the root of autoimmune diseases. Chicken is actually deadly if you are a blood type B or blood type AB. Deadly. Because it attacks our bloodstream. Can you imagine food attacking your blood? My autoimmune disease is genetic. Okay, great. Great. Y'all love caping for food. What triggered it? Were you born with autoimmune disease, ma'am? If you were not born with the disease, then food caused it or triggered it. Nuh-uh, not mine. Mine is special. Okay. A chemical reaction occurs between your blood and the food you eat. Okay? This reaction is part of your genetic and inheritance. It is amazing that it's true today. In the 21st century, your immune and digestive systems still maintain a memory, a certain favoritism for foods that your blood type ancestors ate and adapted to. Okay? Your genetic blood type ancestors, not your grandma and your great grandma and what it says on your ancestry that only goes back a few hundred years. We're talking about 300, 400,000 years ago. Okay? So, blood type O, you are the originators. You come from, your genetic ancestors hail from what is known as, please don't invite yourselves to my lives. That is so dumb. Your genetic ancestors come from what is known as modern day Africa. Okay? The original people. I don't care if you white, black, faded black, it don't matter. Your genetic ancestry, how your body processes food, how much stomach acid you have in your stomach, all of those things have been created by your genetic ancestors. Blood type A, you come from, your genetic ancestors come from what is known as modern day Asia. Okay? So if you're blood type A, your folks came from Asia. It don't matter if you black, white, Chinese, Puerto Rican, or Haitian. Okay? All the stuff that came after is all man-made. Okay? All of a sudden, my nose is running. Which which is a good thing. Okay? So, AB is the youngest of the blood types, and it hails from the Americas, also from the Baltic regions and European regions. Okay? And blood type, what's the other one? B comes from the Himalayan highlands, which is modern day India and Pakistan. Okay? So, lectins. The lectins that are in all whole foods are little proteins found in all foods that have an L-glutenating property affecting your blood and your tissues. Okay? So these lectins can be used by viruses or bacteria, and they can be blood type specific, making them an even stickier pest to the people of that blood type. So too with the lectins in food. So simply put, when you eat a food containing protein lectins that are incompatible with your blood type antigen, the lectins then attach to your walls of your digestive tract, initiating inflammation and even penetrating the gut lining and getting into your bloodstream. So a lot of us literally have food floating around in our bloodstream. And those are the foods that are causing the problems. Those foods that are in our bloodstreams interact with our blood and then begin to create diseases in our body. Okay, what? I can't see with this. One of my sis is O. One is my daughter is sickle cell. She's AB. All right, so where the blood type O's at? Where the blood type O's at? Put in the comments. The science of the microbiome is a hot topic in health circles. Have y'all noticed that now all of a sudden everybody's telling us about gut health? Did y'all see that I posted where they say that Parkinson's comes from bad bacteria in the gut? The last thing I read said endometriosis comes from bad bacteria in the gut. I keep telling y'all every day that a lot of these diseases are stemming from our bad bacteria in the gut. So how do we get bad bacteria in our gut? Food. Okay? Your blood type antigens are very prominent in your digestive tract. Because of this, many of the bacteria in your digestive tract actually uses your blood type molecule as a preferred food supply. Talk about eating right for your type. In fact, the blood type's influence is important among intestinal bacteria, almost half of which show some blood type A, B, or O specificity. Simply put, people of different blood types have different gut bacteria. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys, based on your blood type, what ailments you are prone to and what foods are triggering those ailments in your body and what foods can turn those ailments around. Okay, hey Dimple, with blood type O, you are prone to inflammation. We always start off with blood type O, okay? Blood type O makes up 44% of the U.S. population. So they have the majority in America. 51% of African Americans are blood type O. Okay? So we suffer from, as an O, not we, but I'm not an O, you are. You suffer from intestinal resistance, insulin resistance, intestinal dysbiosis, which is bad bacteria in your gut, thyroid hormone imbalance, inflammation, and a lot of you are suffering from anemia because you're not eating red meat. Okay? Simply put, as a blood type O, you should be eating beef. How many of y'all don't eat beef? How many of y'all don't eat beef? How many blood type O's don't eat beef? Mm. People of color don't need to eat any meat. Obviously, you haven't been to Africa. Can y'all please stop talking about what people of color don't eat? Blood type predates race. Do y'all not know that? The original people come from what is known as modern day Africa. We are the first people on this planet. And because of those blood type O's, they saved the human race by eating animal protein. And the reason a lot of black people are sick today is simply because you will not eat meat. Yeah, you do. Because if you're talking about what black people don't eat, your dumb ass ain't never been outside the country. Because I lived in Nigeria for 2 years and never met a person that was vegan. Y'all got to stop that propaganda. Y'all don't give a fuck about black people. You don't. If you live in your life eating according to an ideology, then something is wrong with you. Because you have not learned to listen to your body. You are not connected to your source at all. You connected to Dr. Sebi, who's dead from his own devices. Anybody else got anything stupid to say? Anybody? No, negative and positive don't make a difference when it comes to food. We got to stop bringing race into everything. Who's they? They who killed him? Who killed him? Why did they kill Dr. Diadamo? Why did they kill this guy? They always kill black people. Or is it that we die? Everybody dies. Nobody makes it out alive. Y'all would have said if he lived to be 110 that they killed him. Y'all see how crazy that sounds? People just can't die. Race is in everything but our food. Culture is man-made. Ethnicity is man-made. Race is man-made. Okay? Your blood does not lie. I'm always upset because I hate stupidity. If you're stupid, Rachel, I would be upset with you too. That's a lot of flap. Why don't you read or travel? Use your passport for more than pussy. How about that? How about that? There's always a hotep in here trying to spread some propaganda. Trust and believe, I am pro-black. But pro-black for me means saving my community with proper information. There are plenty of black people here that have started eating steak and feel a lot better, that have reversed their illnesses. 71% of the African American community is supposed to be eating red meat. And you know what the fuck we're eating? Goddamn chicken. That's why we are always at the top of the list for every disease. Every disease. I don't see y'all concerned about that. I have yet to see any of y'all vegans cure yourselves. Steak has fat. Ma'am, please stop. Okay? Try to come here as an empty vessel. That's how I learn. I go into a situation as an empty vessel. What is not for me, I just throw away, and everything else I keep. Your doctor doesn't talk to you about food. That's why your ass is on prescription drugs. 70% of all Americans are on at least one prescription drug. Y'all don't think that shit's by design? The pharmaceutical industry is the number one industry in the country. Y'all want some weight loss advice? Just go on somebody's Mounjaro shit. This ain't about weight loss. This is about healing your body that you yourself jacked up. Okay? So, as a blood type O, what is triggering inflammation in your body? The number one thing is wheat. And I know whenever somebody says wheat, y'all just think about bread. Wheat is in everything. Just go through your house and look at how much wheat is in your house right now. Not only does wheat trigger inflammation in your body, but it also causes your dopamine and your serotonin levels to plummet. That's why so many people are schizophrenic and bipolar and depressed and filled with anxiety and angry and aggressive. Okay? I'm naturally aggressive. I don't need no wheat to do that. But think about the fact that wheat is in everything. It's even in your mustard. Go look at your mustard. What, I gotta be small to have knowledge? Y'all so dumb. Y'all don't take nothing from nobody unless they are a fucking dusty butt weighing 97 pounds. Who the fuck would take advice from a dusty butt with raggedy dreads, ashy skin, weighing 97 pounds? That's who y'all love to have as a picture of health. A dusty butt. Long as they got a nose ring, y'all just... I am a lady. This is what ladies look like. And y'all hate that shit. Fucking troll. Small. I'll never be small. I manage health clubs and everything. Why would I want to be small? I want to be healthy. You're also fixated on weight. But y'all be the same people walking around with PCOS and fibroids and all that shit. Long as you skinny though. I'd rather be healthy. Am I having a Bible study? No, that's on you. You go ahead and start your live and do that. You go ahead and do that. What else is triggering inflammation in your body? Corn. What should y'all not be eating as a blood type O? In the corn and wheat section. Let me just read you this little list real quick. What you should not be eating. Barley, cornflakes, cornmeal, hominy, polenta, all corn grains, cream of wheat, amir, familia, farro, farina, gluten flour, graham flour, grape nuts, grits, kamut, lentil flour, masticum, papadum, puff wheat, 7 grain, shredded wheat, sorghum, wheat bran, wheat germ, bulgur wheat, durum wheat, semolina wheat. That's all your top ramen, all your snacks, all your pastas, your spaghetti, your linguine, your lasagna, all of that is semolina wheat. Couscous, whole grain wheat, whole wheat flour, white flour, sprouted wheat, all of that. You want to know why you sad and depressed? Because the comfort food and the snacks that you turn to have betrayed you. Because your Auntie Tab's popcorn is fucking you up. You're not supposed to be eating no cereal, ma'am. Were hunter-gatherers eating sandwiches and cereal? Were hunter-gatherers eating cereal and sandwiches? What else is triggering inflammation in your body? When I say inflammation, this means why you gain weight and why you cannot lose weight. Dairy foods. Blood type O's cannot eat dairy foods. Go get the foods list. Click the link in my bio and get the foods list. Inflammation is caused by acidosis. Okay. Do y'all know that inflammation is your body's defense mechanism? The body only has two defenses: mucus and inflammation. Whenever you eat something, or you rub something on your skin, or you drink something, or you breathe something that does not go with your blood, your body is going to have a defense mechanism because it thinks something is threatening your organs. Inflammation protects your organs, and mucus protects your immune system. And until y'all learn how your body works, don't comment over here. Just relax. Just be a vessel. You can learn something from everybody. Some of y'all just too proud to learn anything because you think you know everything. If you know everything, your life is over. There's no point in you being here. You've learned all there is to learn on this plane of existence. So now you either ascend or descend or go somewhere. Be open to learning something. Okay? What else is triggering inflammation? Kidney beans, lentils, bacon, navy beans. Do you know why most of you O's don't eat beef? The reason that y'all don't eat beef is because you think beef takes too long to digest in your system and it's making you gain weight. The culprit that has always been the problem has been potatoes. Because every time you eat some beef, you eat it next to a potato, which triggers inflammation in your body. So every time you eat a potato, it literally stops your body from digesting that steak. That's why. Because your body, as an O, is the only body that has enough stomach acid to break down beef and saturated fats. So you've done it to yourself because of the way you have been combining your foods. And all of us grew up this way. We all grew up with three things on our plate, didn't we? We grew up with a protein, a starch, and a vegetable. If you just cut out the starch, your body will run the way it's designed to run. Beef literally causes y'all to lose weight. Why y'all think gym bros don't meal prep with beef? Because gym bros want to be swole. They want muscle, right? And beef causes them to lose weight. Chicken is a weight gainer. Nothing about chicken helps you to lose weight. Nothing. If y'all just ate a steak and some spinach and pineapple juice, you will wake up tomorrow 2 pounds lighter. Put in the comments that it's happened to you. Comment, it happened to me. As a blood type O, you took the challenge. You ate a steak, some spinach, and pineapple juice. Put in the comments, it happened to me. Chicken is good, no skin. Okay. Chicken has got y'all in a chokehold, and that explains the illnesses that we have in this country. Chicken is the absolute best disease delivery system. Ask yourselves, why is chicken so accessible? How many chicken restaurants do y'all have in y'all neighborhood? Go get the foods list. How many chicken restaurants do y'all have in y'all neighborhood. What else is triggering inflammation in your body? Tomatoes, corn oil, food additives, guar gum, and carrageenan, and peanut oil. And most of the chicken restaurants fry their chicken in either soybean oil or peanut oil. So it's cheap to eat, but y'all be the same people that say it's expensive to eat healthy. So you know you eating unhealthy shit. You know you eating unhealthy shit. Because you'll turn around and say, oh, chicken is so cheap. But then on the other side of your mouth, you say, oh, it costs so much to eat healthy. Sugar is not even a problem if you're eating real sugar. Real cane sugar is not an issue to your body. It's the refined sugar. It's the corn syrup. Y'all, they have had us our entire lives thinking that sugar was our problem, and this whole time it's been the fucking chicken. Nobody can sit here and say that your disease came from sugar, even though they got y'all believing that cancer came from sugar, that diabetes came from sugar. It didn't. So, how many of y'all have bad bacteria in your gut? Most of you don't even know what those symptoms look like. Let me tell you what bad bacteria is in your gut. So then you'll know what you're dealing with. A lot of the diseases that we suffer from today are simply because of bad bacteria in our gut. Okay? Abdominal pain, allergic reactions, anxiety, bad breath, belching and bloating, stomach rumbling and flatulence, chest pain, constipation or diarrhea, depression, difficulty urinating, dizziness and or fatigue, gynecological problems and yeast infections, hair loss, having trouble concentrating, heart failure, increased sweating. Who was that said they stopped sweating as much? Heart failure, trouble concentrating, irregular bowel movements, nail deformity, nausea, nervousness, rash, and other skin problems, strong fluctuations in appetite, thickened tongue, upset stomach, vaginal or rectal itching, and weakness. All of us suffer from bad bacteria in our gut. It's just that different things will happen in different blood types. What's up? No invite? What? I have the bomb probiotics. Just go to my store. Get the Ultra Probiotics. I take them every day. Okay? So listen, what is creating bad bacteria in your gut as a blood type O? Cow's milk products, dairy foods. Dairy foods, corn, potatoes, rhubarb, and oranges. All of the ingredients are on the website, ma'am, if you're concerned about the strains. You can go look it up. It's right there on the website. All of my stuff is labeled, clear, clean labels. Okay? I don't sell mystery products. This is, again, potatoes, again, dairy, again, corn. No, I'm on O. ceorganics.com. You can click the link in my bio. It'll take you to the store. Okay? What's triggering leaky gut? Leaky gut is when your body is digesting, your intestines, small intestine is processing food, breaking it down and digesting it. And these foods break through the intestinal wall and get into your bloodstream. What's triggering this in blood type O's? Tomatoes, corn, again. Do y'all know that corn is in everything in your house? Between corn and wheat and vinegar. Did y'all know that vinegar is made from corn? What do you have to fight ED? You should be eating for your blood type, sir. The damn chicken is fucking your pee-pee up. Distilled vinegar is made from sun-ripened yellow corn. Mustard got corn in it. So what's triggering a leaky gut? Tomatoes, corn, dairy, vinegar, coffee, aloe, and barley. Blood type O can't drink no coffee. I'm pausing for effect. You shouldn't be having no vinegar, ma'am. It doesn't matter what they're made from. You see how the mind immediately goes to what's my alternative? What's my substitution? Because we have been trained to immediately, as soon as somebody's trying to take something away from you, to have a visceral defense mechanism and immediately think about what's my alternative. We've been trained. I have a marketing degree. This is what we train you to do. Okay? So instead of saying, oh shit, I shouldn't be eating nothing with vinegar in it, you're like, well, what kind of vinegar is good? Okay? Another reason you should not be drinking coffee, no one said you couldn't have caffeine. Even though as an O, you really don't need caffeine because y'all have higher levels of adrenaline, which is another hormone. Okay? Coffee stops collagen production in your body, but then they sell you collagen and tell you to put it in your coffee. They sell you collagen and tell you to put it in your coffee. If you stop drinking the coffee, you would have adequate supplies of collagen in your body. Collagen is responsible for the elasticity of your skin. I'm 54. I didn't used to look like this when I was drinking coffee. Want to see what I used to look like when I was drinking coffee every day? I'll show you. Get ready. Tonight. Gonna make this a night. You can have green tea. Green tea is actually very, very beneficial for all of us. Okay? I was 41 on that picture. So, how many of y'all got bad thyroids? How many of y'all have thyroid issues? Coffee ages you. Okay? How many of y'all got thyroid issues? There are 4 vegetables that are impairing your thyroid function because those vegetables, the lectins in those vegetables, trigger your immune system to attack your thyroid. Ain't that crazy? Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and mustard greens. Cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and mustard greens. Say what? I stumbled on this photograph. It kind of made me laugh. It took me way back. This is my mama's song. Back down memory lane. How many of y'all got a sluggish metabolism? How many of y'all got a sluggish metabolism? Back down memory lane. It's just the lectins in the Brassica family of vegetables. Those vegetables are all in a class in one family. Okay? What's making your metabolism sluggish and slow is wheat, kidney beans, and navy beans. Let's turn it around for you O's. Did I have to find this photograph? This person just keeps saying sugar over and over and over again. Then stop eating sugar, sir, ma'am, whatever you are. Just stop eating it. Why are you here? Why are you here? So, in order to get inflammation out of your body, you have to start eating foods that are anti-inflammatory. Okay? Sugar is just not good. Why are y'all eating sugar? Ask yourselves the question, why are you still eating sugar in 2023? Who is eating sugar? As a grown-up. Hey, girl. So, what will take away inflammation in blood type O's? Omega-3 containing fish, cod, halibut, red snapper, trout. Go get you some omega-3 supplements. Go to my site, get those. I take those every day, okay? Also, this song always made me cry. Walnuts are anti-inflammatory, very beneficial for O's. Hazelnuts, flaxseed oil, parsnips, peas, and pineapple juice. Y'all should be drinking pineapple juice every single day. Every day. Okay? Pineapple juice has a very powerful enzyme called bromelain, which is anti-inflammatory and also a powerful digestive enzyme. It breaks up mucus in the body. It just does everything. Okay. So what is going to encourage good bacteria in our gut? We can never get rid of the bacteria in our gut. Okay. We have trillions of bacteria, all type, hundreds of different strains of bacteria. The goal is to switch your bad bacteria to good bacteria. Okay. So what foods encourage good bacteria? Onions, string beans, broccoli, escarole, chicory, Swiss chard, and kale. These are the vegetables y'all should be eating every day. Okay? Y'all still talking about sugar in the comments? Okay. What meats are going to build muscle in blood type O's? Listen, we have muscle everywhere in our body. Your heart is a muscle. Your diaphragm that controls your breathing. It takes muscles in your body to even digest your food. Okay? It's not just about your arms and your legs being muscular. It's about building muscle because all bodies need protein. Now, here's a special thing about blood type O's. You have more stomach acid than all the other blood types. Okay? So that means you can break down animal protein and saturated fats. Not only are you breaking those things down, but you are literally speeding up your metabolism. Y'all can drop weight just literally sitting on the couch, eating a steak, some spinach, and pineapple juice, which blows my fucking mind. How many of y'all have lost a ton of weight with no exercise? Put it in the comments, please. Just put in the comments. How much have y'all lost? That's the only thing that makes me jealous about blood type O's. Nobody is measuring anything. Nobody is counting any calories. None of that. Don't worry about my edges. This wig is going to get taken off. Okay? Worry about your fucking pee-pee not working. Worry about them fibroids. It's Beyonce week. You think I give a fuck about how I look on here? Wait till y'all see my ass on Thursday and Friday now. You see how we're worrying about the wrong shit will get you? You done gone from 220 to 170. Girl, you better work. Y'all always worry about somebody else's edges and y'all pee-pees don't work. And your pee-pees, meaning your pussy and your penis, don't work. Running to the doctor getting infection pills and shit. Mind your business. You can worry about these edges, but you ain't never got to worry about my pee-pee. It don't matter if they nice or not, because they gonna get dealt with. Y'all know I'm time enough for these trolls. I don't give a fuck about these people. I come on here, I do my assignment, and I go on with the rest of my life. The rest is up to y'all. Thank you, Miss LaWanda. 150 to 125 in 1 week. Oh my God, Yvonne! Girl, you better work. So listen, beef, lamb, veal, mutton, buffalo, deer, elk, okay? That is going to speed up your metabolism and have y'all dropping weight unlike anything you've ever experienced in your entire life. Because most of y'all are just walking around inflamed because the foods that you're eating are triggering the inflammation in your body. So when you stop eating those foods, everything goes back to its normal size. Go get the list. I don't have to say it again if you have the list, Miss Sandra. You've been asking me for the saying stuff again for a minute. This ain't your first day. Thank you. What's going to encourage proper thyroid function? Stop trying to piece this together. Y'all been trying to piece together the right information your entire lives. Okay? We all have been trying to piece together information. On my page is the list. Click the link on my bio. Okay? Click my name. Then when a little white thing pops up, hit my face, it'll take you to my page. Okay? So, if you have thyroid issues, turmeric and sea vegetables. Blood type O benefits from a lot of sea vegetables because blood type O has naturally lower levels of iodine, and iodine supports your thyroid. Your thyroid emits 3 very important hormones into our system every day. Okay? So if you don't have a thyroid, or if your thyroid is not working correctly, you need to support it with iodine-based foods. That's sea moss. I take sea moss every day. Okay? Sea moss, wakame, kombu, seaweed, nori, all of those things are sea vegetables. They're on the list. Okay? What is going to repair your leaky gut? Chicory, onions, peas, prunes, maitake mushrooms, beet greens, collard greens, and fava beans. This is not the complete list. It's just what ailments are you prone to as a blood type O, what foods are triggering the ailments, and what foods will turn the ailment around. Click my name. Then when a little thing pops up, boop, hit my face. It'll take you to the page. Click the link. Get your foods list. My store is also on the link. Okay, so ceorganics.com is where you can get the supplements. I got like 50 something different products. Okay. I started this stuff for myself, but y'all seem to love the products, so we just keep growing. Okay. We got something for everything, but it also goes by your blood type because not everything is for every blood type. So when you go to the site, you can type your blood type in the search and all of the products that go with your type will come up. Okay. So where the blood type A's at? Blood type A's make up 42% of the U.S. population. Y'all see how people are just nuts. A is right now. Okay. So A is the second largest population in America. Literally 50% of the U.S. population benefits from red meat and the other 50% of the population does not. This is why we have so much division about food. Food should not be political because everybody should be minding their own body's business. But because so many agendas and ideologies are pushed out here on us and diets created to sell us products, this is why everybody is so defensive about food. Then on top of that, we have all of these different cultures that we have been pushed into. Okay? If we look at our culture's food, none of the food in our cultures are beneficial for our blood. The only name one thing that's healthy in soul food. Everybody always has the same answer. Name one dish that's healthy in soul food. Name one dish that's healthy in Hispanic cooking. Name one dish that's healthy in Southern cooking. Collards is always what everybody says. And then you put those in smoked meat, pork, put grease in them. Ain't nobody just putting some collard. Thank you. I ain't seen no gifts in a while. Nobody gives me gifts anymore. I don't understand that. Y'all barely tap the screen. Where the gifts at? Where the hearts at? I'm saving lives here. Okra and tomatoes, both nightshade vegetables, immediate triggering of inflammation. Those are anti-healthy. Legumes, nope. Because depending on your blood type, legumes will create literally aches and pains in your body. Not only that, they interfere with your hormones, depending on your blood type, different hormones. Like blood type AB can't have legumes. It immediately will trigger lectin sensitivity, which is painful inflammation in the body. Okay? So, thank you. So, blood type A is literally the complete opposite of blood type O. Cabbage messes with your thyroid hormones. Okra is on your list, but listen. People always say that, oh, well, it's on my beneficial list. Everyone's body is not the same. If a person is not struggling with inflammation, or if a person is not old or sick or on different types of medication, this, that, and the other, okra won't bother them, or tomatoes won't bother them. Okay? If a child ate some okra, I doubt that a child is going to have an immune response to that. But if you are a person of a certain age or illness or health level, you have to be the person that listens to your own body. Nobody can tell you what your body is saying but you. After every single meal we eat, our body tells us whether or not it was good or bad. Y'all don't understand that? After you eat something, if the food that you eat makes you go to sleep, you are not supposed to eat that. And you should never eat it again. Y'all make a joke out of the itis. The itis is hypoglycemia, which means your blood sugar plummeted after you ate something you weren't supposed to eat. Food is supposed to energize you, not put you to sleep. Okay? The itis is not funny. Food is literally medicine and fuel. Can inflammation cause your child to be hyper? Wheat is causing your child to be hyper. Wheat, food dyes, sugar, corn syrups, and things. Okay? So, what does blood type A suffer from? Ineffective animal protein breakdown, poor metabolism of saturated fats, because blood type A has very little stomach acid. So when you have very little stomach acid, you cannot break down animal proteins. Okay? Adrenal hormone stress imbalance. How many of y'all have cortisol issues? Your doctor told you that your cortisol is high. Okay? Tendencies towards higher blood and cell viscosity. Thank you. That means you have thicker blood and your red blood cells are larger than normal. Okay? And bacterial overgrowth. So not only do you have that bad bacteria, but you have an overgrowth of bacteria. Blood type A has the weakest metabolism, the weakest immune system. You create more mucus in your body because you have a weaker immune system. Mucus protects the immune system. Okay? And I know y'all think, oh, Dr. Sebi said with mucus is. If you didn't have mucus in your body, you would not even be able to blink your eyes. If you didn't have mucus, none of your food in your body would be digested. Mucus is a necessary thing. But when it gets to the point that it is excessive, then that's the problem. Okay? So, what foods are creating issues in blood type A's? Blood type A also has this thick blood thing because you also have higher levels. Thank you, Cece. You also have higher blood clot factor 8. We all have this factor in our blood that helps our blood to clot. Okay? Like if we have an accident or if we get cut, it helps our blood to clot. Blood type A has more of this factor in their blood. Okay? Meat exacerbates that. So it makes your blood thicker. Not only that, there are other things that also make your blood thicker. So let me tell you about blood type A, because y'all have a lot of problems. Blood type A has more heart disease than all the other blood types. What's the number one killer in America? What's the number one disease in America? You would think that blood type O would have higher heart disease levels. But because blood type O processes animal protein and saturated fats, they don't have as much heart disease as blood type A, who does not have stomach acid to break down animal fats. Tap the screen. Okay. Also, you have this fight or flight issue with your cortisol. Okay. When your cortisol gets high, so does your blood sugar. How many of you blood type A's are diabetic or pre-diabetic? Talking about blood type A. When your cortisol is high, it makes your blood sugar high. So y'all can literally become diabetics from stress. You know what we take for stress around here? Let me show y'all what we take for stress around here. Hold on. Let me tell y'all what we take for stress around here. Where is she at? Here it is. Okay. I'm blood type AB. So I have the same type of situations with cortisol as well. Okay. Get y'all some chill. This is the number one seller we have. Okay. Because your blood sugar and your cortisol go high, your body then requires more minerals from foods to bring your cortisol and blood sugar back into balance. When you do not give your body the minerals and the foods that it needs, it then sucks the minerals out of your bones and your teeth. That's why y'all end up with osteoporosis, osteopenia, osteoarthritis, weak teeth, and weak bones. Blood type A has more replacement surgeries, knee replacements, and hip replacements because your body is sucking the minerals out of your bones because you won't give it what it's supposed to eat. I tried everything to occupy my mind. There was no substitute. Thinking all that life would be when you were not around. So, what is jacking y'all up? Red meat, beef, lamb, veal, pork, organ meats, crustaceans, lobster and crab, shellfish, shrimp and crawfish, tropical and industrial oils. That's your avocado oil, that's your coconut oil, corn oil, canola oil, and high-fat cheeses. Y'all's bodies cannot break down or digest any of those things I just listed. Nothing to eat. Do y'all know that y'all's genetic ancestors hail from what is known as modern day Asia? Do you think Asians aren't eating? Asians outlive us damn near 2-1. Go get the list, Miss Deborah. Your daughter has not had all the fish in the world, ma'am. Usually when people say they are allergic to seafood, it's crab and shrimp. Nobody's supposed to be eating crab and shrimp. There are specific fish on the list that you are supposed to be eating based on your blood type. Asians also feed us what they don't consume. Okay. So you think that Asians don't eat white rice? Do y'all know that brown rice is way worse for you than white rice? White rice is actually the healthy rice. My credentials is life, Miss Felicia. What kind of credentials do I need to read a book? How many credentials do y'all need to read a fucking book? You know, black people are allowed to read now. Did you know that? Because white rice doesn't have any arsenic on it like the outsides of brown rice does. You could look this up yourself. If you go into your neighborhood Chinese restaurant, why the fuck would Chinese people eat their own food that they giving you? Okay? I wouldn't eat that shit either. So in that respect, I agree with you. Why are you going there? Why are you going to a place that the people don't eat their own food? Ask yourself that question. Why are you going to the neighborhood curry out? That should have been a sign for you not to take your ass in there. Sir, this isn't triggered. This is just common sense, and you're not used to somebody coming back quickly. You're used to being the smartest person in the room, which means you hang out with a bunch of idiots. That's what really just frustrates the shit out of y'all. Y'all used to being the big egghead in the room, and then you come over here and you're not the big egghead in the room. And that bothers the shit out of you. So you keep hanging around them neighborhood idiots. They can't even form a fucking sentence, and you just want to be the smartest guy in the room. Rh negative is not a blood type. Right, that's the problem. They don't like to be challenged on their intelligence. That's why everybody come here, oh, well, what are your credentials? You just want to know if I'm smarter than you. Just know I'm smarter than you about this. I'm not smarter than you about fixing a car. I don't know shit about that. I'm not smarter than you building a house. I don't know shit about that. But I know this because I took the time to do it. Y'all get so upset that somebody knows more about one subject. I don't know every subject. That's why I pay a mechanic. That's why I pay repairmen. Because they know more about that shit than I do. Does that make sense to y'all? I'm not arguing with nobody. Don't worry about who I argue with. I can't argue with people when I'm on a live. Relax. This is edutainment. You're going to learn and be entertained at the same time. So those of you that need the foods list, just click my name, then click my face, then go to my page and get the foods list. Okay. So what is making y'all's blood thick besides meat? Okay. As a blood type A, vinegar, oranges, dairy food, distilled liquor, and guar gum. Oranges is the worst thing any of us can eat. Orange juice is the worst thing any of us can drink because it immediately creates bad bacteria in our gut. Ask yourselves, why has orange juice been pushed on us? You started reading the book? Good. I don't let nobody do anything to me, sir. Nobody can get to me, and that's their problem. I don't allow people to mess my energy up. Yeah, you got to pay for the list because you're paying for my time, ma'am. You're getting the list for free. Go vegan if you want your shit to be fucked up. Nobody should be vegan. Nobody. Y'all didn't think nothing about vegan until it was pushed on you. All the propaganda. Ask yourselves, why is it that they don't want you to eat meat? Because they want to eat the fucking meat. None of your doctors are vegan. Shit, my doctor didn't even know her blood type. What should we replace orange juice with? Water. Why you need to be drinking sugary drinks all day? You can't drink no water, man. See how the brain works? And you know, every time you drink some damn orange juice, you get heartburn or acid reflux or whatever. Y'all bodies have been telling y'all. I'm not telling y'all nothing your body hasn't already said to y'all. Nothing. None of this shit is new to you. Why do you think you have the diseases and the ailments and the swelling and the pain that you have today? Your body communicates to you every single time you eat. Every time you eat a meal. Your body is critiquing every single thing you put in your body. So if you start paying attention to the food you eat and how you feel 20 minutes after you done swallowed it, you will know what you should and shouldn't be eating. But y'all don't do that. You ignore it and you keep eating it because your tongue likes it. The worst fucking thing on our body is the tongue. Because it's gotten all of us jacked up. And y'all care all about the words on the tongue, but you don't care about the foods on the tongue. What you think is really determining life or death? You think it's words or food? Go get the list. You'll know what fruit to eat. So, what is giving us bacterial overgrowth as A's? Sweet potatoes and white potatoes. Y'all cannot eat potatoes. You blood type A's, you vegans, you vegetarians. White and sweet potatoes, black pepper, navy beans, oranges again, kidney beans, lima beans, and whey protein. But y'all want to be vegans and eat all these beans and legumes and shit. Hi, you feeling awesome? Yay! It's been my pleasure to serve. What about causing the bacteria? I'm getting to that, ma'am. I talk about one blood type at a time. Thank you. No, I do Sundays sometimes. It's Beyonce week, so I'm only going to be here today and tomorrow. I might come Tuesday, but it depends on how busy I am. I don't be stressing myself out and waiting till the last minute. Nope. AB's coming up. Okay. So what's going to turn this around for you as blood type A's? Y'all ready for some shocking news? What's going to turn this around for you as blood type A's? Soy, tofu, edamame, tempeh, bean curd, plant protein. Tofu, tofu, tofu. Tofu is extremely healthy for blood type A's and ABs. If you are blood type O and blood type B, you can never eat tofu. So for all of the propaganda you've heard about soy being so bad for you and makes you effeminate and all this and the other, apply that same knowledge to chicken, because that's chicken that's actually doing that. Okay? But if you're a blood type, if you are this is a rule of thumb. If you can eat meat, red meat, you cannot eat tofu. I find that super ironic. Okay? So anybody that is bothered by soy, it's O and B's. Okay? But it is extremely healthy for us, especially if you got female issues going on. If you got female issues going on, you should be eating tofu damn near every day. I got me a block of tofu defrosting on the counter right now. Yes, that's our chicken. It literally will energize you. You are going to feel amazing. How many of y'all A's are eating tofu? Put in the comments. And also, how are you feeling since you started eating tofu? You don't have to agree with me about tofu. It doesn't matter to me. I'm telling you the facts. You had some for lunch? Did you make it yourself? If you're having female issues, you should be eating tofu. Tofu does not have estrogen in it, unlike what they tell you. Chicken has estrogen. It is animals that have estrogen. Okay, anything that reproduces an animal has estrogen. Tofu does not have estrogen. Y'all are so into the propaganda. It's so sad. Have y'all realized that most of the health information that y'all think y'all know came from marketing? You should feel tricked, because I feel tricked. Okay? Trying to make it from scratch. Make what from scratch, man? I'm talking about the A's. You can go to my page and see a tofu tutorial. Okay? It is super high in protein. It is super inexpensive. It is going to make you feel energized, happy, okay? And it's going to help regulate those hormones that are all over the place, okay? We have been duped. We are just consumers. They don't give a fuck about our health. They don't give a fuck about how long we live. All they care about is as long as we buy their products, that's as far as they care. They do not want us to stop buying their products. But none of these corporations give a damn about our actual health. Okay? I'm tired of hearing people push this vegan agenda. I'm tired of all of that. Because I have yet to see any vegans coming around saying that their diseases have been cured because of veganism. Not one person. Not one. Okay? But there are several people that come here every day and testify about their diseases being turned around. Their diabetes numbers are better. This number's better. That's better. My blood pressure is regulated and all that shit every day over here. Every day. Miss Deborah, go get your foods list and stop bothering me. That's what you can do. Okay? We are dealing with addicts. I will take my time. If you are in a hurry, go get the list and go on with your Sunday. Y'all kill me trying to tell me what to do on my live. If somebody was a crackhead for real, you'd be like, take your time. If I was in church, take your time, Pastor. This is my church. know I'm not in TLC, but these are my rings and I wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. Okay? Stop being concerned about me and be concerned about you. I am here for you. I already know this stuff. This stuff has already saved my life. I'm here for y'all. Stop worrying about me. Okay? So, what else is going to give y'all the protein that y'all need? Y'all forget what I said in the beginning about you A's. Y'all deal with high cortisol issues. When your cortisol is high, so is your blood sugar. And then when your blood sugar and your cortisol are high, your body requires more minerals to bring your stuff back into balance. Or it's going to suck the minerals out of your teeth and your bones. And then when somebody's telling y'all how to get the minerals, you're like, but I don't like the taste of that. Well, what about? Y'all are walking around protein malnourished. Because even if you eat meat, if it does not digest in your body, you're not getting the protein. So that's like you eating a steak and that steak travels throughout your system and you shit out a whole steak. Nothing is being broken down at all, which means you haven't gotten any protein. So now you're depriving your body of what it needs. Can you imagine trying to drive your car? You want your car to take you somewhere with no gas, no oil, no transmission fluid, no nothing. Y'all understand when we talk about cars, but you don't make the connection when it comes to your body. How do you feel about the factor of, I don't concern myself with immunizations, ma'am. That's not my business. Y'all can talk to somebody else who's doing lives about that. I'm talking about food. I'm not getting caught up in none of that bullshit. Y'all want to make everything political. Nothing has to do with politics or race or any of that shit. What this is about is giving your body exactly what it needs to run the way it's designed to run. Because y'all are the ones that messed your body up. And now you turn to a bunch of strangers to try to heal it up. And those doctors are not in the business of healing up shit. They're in the business of selling you drugs. Because not one of y'all have gotten rid of y'all's diseases. Not one of you. So, here are your intelligent protein choices. It literally says intelligent protein choices. Soy, sardines, snapper, snails. Y'all are not ready for snails. Okay? You don't have to be here, Lily. This is how I talk. You can go on about your business. Y'all be asking the universe for a fucking messenger, and then you want to critique the messenger when she shows up. Well, God, what should I do? Hi, here to provide answers. Well, you're yelling at us. I know I'm so sensitive because of all this fucking wheat and chicken I eat. How about it's you, not me? But if y'all were in some type of aerobics class or church, y'all are okay with somebody yelling at you. You're not sensitive? Okay. Sound like you're sensitive. Snails are extremely, extremely healthy. They actually fight breast cancer. When I lived in Nigeria, I was eating snails at least once a week, and I had no idea they were healthy. Okay? Acceptable legumes, beans, and nuts. Acceptable legumes, beans, and nuts. Go get the list so you know which particular beans and legumes and nuts you should be eating. Okay? What is going to increase your cell viscosity? That means what is going to thin out your blood. Because remember, y'all got thick blood. Okay? What's going to thin out your blood and bring your red blood cells back down to their normal size? When you're walking around with thicker blood and larger than normal red blood cells, it literally is expanding the size of your blood vessels. So now you got swollen blood vessels. Okay? So what is going to bring those things back into balance? Lemons, water. Blood type A should start their day every day with lemon water, fresh lemon. Okay? Because not only is it going to hydrate you, but also breaks up that excess mucus that comes from overnight. Y'all can't tell me that y'all don't wake up snorting and snotting every morning. Because I do. And I'm blood type AB. The weaker your immune system, the more mucus you have. Thank your lucky stars above. Okay? As much as they try to tell you that mucus is a bad thing and it's the beginning of all disease and all this other shit, literally bad bacteria in our gut is the beginning of all disease. Mucus protects your immune system. Okay? So stop being worried about this mucus. It balances itself out on its own if you're eating the right things. So lemons, water, pineapple, blueberries, blackberries, green tea, olive oil, flaxseed oil, and walnut oil. Okay? Walnut oil is anti-inflammatory. I use walnut oil for everything. Between olive and walnut. Okay? What's going to control and balance your gut? Escarole, dandelion, chard, rapini, which is broccoli rabe, fava beans, prunes, and silver dollar mushrooms. Those are those white mushrooms you get from the grocery store. Okay, so this is not the full foods list. Hey, Sean. This is not the full foods list. This is just what ailments do you suffer from, what foods are triggering them, what foods will turn it around for you. Go to my page, get the full foods list. I challenge you. For the next 7 days, only eat the beneficial foods for your blood type and watch what happens. We are moving fast. This is what happens when we don't be bullshitting. Okay? Just eat it for 7 days and watch how your body changes in 7 days. These people be trying to get y'all to go on all kinds of diets and all this shit. Nothing drastically changes in those 7 days. But this, you will see the difference in just 7 days. Shit, the first 2 days, I lost 6 pounds of inflammation. First 2 days. Okay? In your first week, you are going to lose between 5 and 10 pounds. Can y'all tell them in the comments? Tell them in the comments. It's your first time listening to me? Don't make it your last. Tell them in the comments. Don't you lose 5 to 10 pounds your first 7 days? Where they do that at? You ain't measuring nothing. You ain't counting no calories. You ain't doing no exercise. But you done dropped 5, 10 pounds. 10 pounds in 1 week. Y'all don't have shit to lose trying it. But 10 pounds. Click my name. Then when the little white thing pops up, click my face. It'll take you to my page. My profile page. Everyone on TikTok has a profile page. You never heard of eating by blood type? Well, welcome. So where the blood type B's at? I'm so proud of y'all. I am so proud of the ones that trusted themselves. Let me give y'all a big old hand clap. Proud of all of y'all. Okay? So blood type B's, let me tell y'all what y'all deal with. Lectin sensitivity, liver detox dysfunction, hyperassimilator tendencies, and unbalanced microbiome. Unbalanced gut. We all have it, okay? What is giving you lectin sensitivity? Let me tell you, first of all, what lectin sensitivity is, because most of y'all have it and you don't even know it. Most of you have it and you have no idea what's the cause of it, okay? gas, bloating, and abdominal cramps, nausea, vomiting, and upset stomach, fatigue, tiredness, and sleep issues, painful and swollen joints, skin rashes, and other skin problems, your acne, your eczema, your psoriasis, okay? Allergy-like complaints. All the people that say, oh, I have seasonal allergies. Nah, you just have lectin sensitivity, okay? Hormonal fluctuations. What's up, keto lady? Hormonal fluctuations. We know why, right? I'm already practicing with my sister. And your neurological symptoms. These hormones making y'all crazy. Okay, so what's the number one thing that's giving y'all lectin sensitivity? Chicken. Chicken. Chicken is at the root of all of this shit that's going on in your body. You just had some? How often do y'all eat chicken? Just put it in the comments. I like the stylish clothes you wear. How many times a week do y'all eat chicken? Daily. Can y'all please put in the comments what ailments you're suffering from? Put in the comments what ailments you have. Bloat, acid reflux, stomach issues, allergies, all of them, inflammation, high blood pressure, Hashimoto's, estrogen dominance. Do y'all know what estrogen dominance looks like? Let me tell you what happens when you have excessive estrogen in your body. Let me just tell you what it looks like. Symptoms of high estrogen levels in women: swollen or tender breasts, irregular periods and increased PMS symptoms, memory and sleeping issues, bloating or weight gain, headaches and mood swings, decreased sex drive. In men, infertility, erectile dysfunction, breast tissue growth. You know why? Because chicken has 100 times the estrogen than the human body has. So y'all literally eating fried estrogen, baked estrogen, rotisserie estrogen. Just about every female issue you have comes from chicken. PMS, chicken. Bad menopause symptoms, chicken. You suffer from insomnia, that's parasites. How can you eat something that has 100 times the estrogen and it not affect your body? There have been several women that came here with fibroids, and once they cut out chicken, those fibroids shrank. What can we substitute for chicken? The brain just cannot accept that you cannot be without something, can it? Because we have been trained to consume. And the minute somebody comes along and tells you that you can't have something, immediately the body gets defensive, the mind gets defensive. It says, well, what can we have instead? We've been trained like circus animals to buy their shit. And the same people that sell you chicken are the same people that sell you turkey. Same companies. So immediately your mind goes to turkey. Why? Because they don't want you to stop eating poultry. Poultry is not meat. Have you noticed that the only thing that's called meat is red meat? They don't say pork meat. Okay? They don't say chicken meat. They say red meat. blood type B is supposed to be eating red meat, not beef. Beef is neutral to you. But goat, lamb, venison, deer, elk, rabbit. 71% of African Americans are supposed to be eating red meat. And African Americans consume more meat than all the other races in the country. However, we're eating chicken. So imagine if all 71% of you started eating what you're supposed to eat, how you will reverse your diseases and get off the prescription drugs, which is what they don't want you to do. White folks eat less meat than black folks do. Okay? I'm talking about blood type O makes up 51% of African Americans, and B makes up 19% of African Americans. Okay? So it's almost 71% of all African Americans are supposed to be eating red meat. But you got all these African Americans that are out here spreading this propaganda saying black people ain't supposed to eat meat. So why do you think so many people are suffering from so many diseases? Because they only eat chicken or they're trying to be vegan. 24% of African Americans are supposed to be eating a plant-based diet. We've already gone over the A's. Okay? So listen. What else is giving y'all lectin sensitivity? Chicken, corn, and what do chickens eat? Corn. Buckwheat, wheat, sesame, amaranth, soy, and rye. Y'all not supposed to be eating no soy. But when y'all eat out at restaurants, most of the restaurant food is soy-based. I've already done those. Go get the foods list. If y'all go to Popeyes right now, most of the stuff at Popeyes is soy-based. Even their French fries have soy in them. Okay? They fried chicken in soybean oil. So let me show you something. This is my son who is blood type B. This is where he started out. Hair wouldn't grow. Acne was crazy. Okay? He had to get a waiver in the military to not shave because he had so much acne on his skin. Let me show you the skin. My protein shake has soy. You should throw that in the trash if you're blood type B, Miss Karen. You're supposed to be drinking a whey protein shake, not soy. Go get my shake. Okay? Let me show you something. In the first 6 months of eating this way, no exercise, no going to the gym, no taking no weight loss products, no drinking no detox tea. This is what happened. His beard would not connect. His hair would not grow. He started thinning at the top. Hold on. No exercise. He just let go of that chicken and started eating lamb and venison and rabbit. Hold on. Where do muscles come from? Eating the red meat he's supposed to be eating. Exactly. They got y'all out here eating all that impossible meat, and all of that shit is based in soy. But then you got all these brothers sitting over here pushing the agenda. Soy is bad for you, but y'all eating soy. Look at his skin. How to get rid of thyroid without surgery. Ma'am, what are you talking about? What are you trying to do? What's your blood type, ma'am? Just curious. You cannot get rid of your thyroid. None of y'all should be letting these people take y'all thyroids out, because your thyroid secretes 3 very important hormones. One of them, for example, regulates your body's temperature. Okay? There are foods that literally affect your thyroid function. Okay? So, what is messing up? You're an O. Are you the person that had the thyroid issue? First of all, O's have naturally low levels of iodine. Hey, Ms. Milson, iodine supports the thyroid. Okay? Who is the lady that said she was trying to get rid of? That was Amanda, somebody. Okay? Where Amanda at? Come here, fat daddy cakes. Come here. Come and Juju. What you doing? Hi. Hi, man. What you doing? Okay, so listen. What's messing up your liver detox function as a B? Lentils, black beans, black-eyed peas, mung beans, artichoke, and aloe. I'm not a doctor for nobody but me. What you need is a love. Take over. Need some milk thistle. Y'all always trying to tell somebody to add something rather than getting them to eliminate the thing that's messing with their body. Strange. You see how we've been taught to consume? Y'all see how we've been taught to consume? Soon as somebody has an ailment, y'all the first ones trying to get them to go and buy some herb or something, right? Instead of cutting out the thing that is affecting that particular organ. So you still eating the food that's jacking up your organ, but you just drinking some milk thistle. So that's what doctors do. Doctors prescribe you drugs to alleviate the symptoms. And as you eliminate the symptoms or quiet them down or mute them or keep them from talking, because that's what drugs do. They suppress. That's like somebody putting their hand over your mouth. They keep your body from communicating with you, telling you what's going on. And y'all do the same shit. We'll just do some milk thistle or some herbs and this, that, and the other. No. To cure whatever is going on with you, you have to stop eating what has caused the problem. Why does that not click with y'all? What happens when you don't feed your plants? What would happen to your plant if you don't water it? What happens to your plant when you don't water it? So what would happen to your disease if you don't feed it? Daylight, looking in your ebony eyes. See, COPD is just simple inflammation, baby. I cured myself from sarcoidosis, asthma, 6 bouts of malaria, 2 bouts of COVID, and most recently anemia and crazy menopause and inflammation from head to toe. My inflammation was so bad I couldn't even get out of the bed and walk. How many diseases have y'all cured? Yeah. I had the same sarcoidosis Bernie Mac died from. He had way more money than I did. So, what's giving y'all hyper assimilator tendencies? Do y'all know what hyper assimilator tendencies are? Blood type B has the highest population of diabetes of all the blood types in the world. How many of y'all have diabetes or is pre-diabetic? How many of y'all? To be a hyper assimilator means you have more of a strain of bacteria called alpha glucosidase. Okay. What that means is this enzyme that's in high levels in blood type B breaks down starches and turns them into sugars. Exactly. My doctor told me there was no cure for sarcoidosis and I fired him. There is no cure. You're going to be on those drugs for the rest of your life is what he told me. I said, who? Who going to be on these drugs? Why would you continue to go to a doctor that tells you there's no cure for what you have? That's like going to a mechanic that tells you he can't fix your car and you just keep going back to him. You know I can't. Jordan! You know I can't fix this, right? Why would you continue to go back to a doctor that tells you there is no cure for what you have? And why would you take his word for it? Why would you allow some stranger to speak death over you? I thought y'all believed in the power of words. Y'all believe in the power of words, but you allow some stranger that does not have your best interest at heart. What does a doctor get from curing you? What does a doctor get from curing you? You are no longer a customer if the doctor cures you, which means the doctor is not going to make no more money off of you. So why would you trust someone that does not have a vested interest in you being well? That doctor has a vested interest in you staying unhealthy. But y'all be the first ones running to these people. Okay? But they'll keep your ass on diabetes medication for 25 years. You know how much a doctor makes? If he can keep you on diabetes drugs for 25 years? $750,000 per patient. And doctors have a minimum of 1,000 patients. But they went to school to do what? Learn how to deal drugs. That's what allopathic medicine is, ma'am. Y'all think that because somebody went to school, they smart. Y'all went to school. Most of the people I know with a whole lot of education ain't got no common sense. Can't think their way out of a wet paper bag. But y'all value school so much. So, being a hyper assimilator means that your body breaks down. And y'all don't even know where they graduated in their class. You don't know how many bodies they have dropped. Because that's the only profession where you can actually unalive people and get up and go back to work the next day. Y'all think that's weird? How many bodies does your doctor have on his license? Have y'all not looked that shit up? All of that's public record. But I bet the way you picked your doctor was just he's in your network and he's close to your house or your job. How many people has he killed? Do y'all know nearly 1 million people per year die from doctor error? It's the number 3 way of becoming unalive in America. Number 3. So, what is causing your body to break down starches and turn them into sugars that then get stored inside your muscles? Peanuts, tomatoes, soy, cashews, corn, cornstarch, black pepper, poppy seeds, pinto beans, maltodextrin, and rhubarb. That's because we don't have enough doctors, ma'am. I don't know who it is that you out here caping for, but you should shut up because you sound stupid. You got more doctors than you have teachers right now. Nobody needs more doctors, ma'am. We don't need no more doctors and no more drugs. I hate stupidity. Okay? That's just a stupid ass answer. Y'all should be more concerned about teachers than you are about doctors. More black doctors and stupid. So you think that because a doctor is black, that they are not going to deal you drugs? Do y'all not know what allopathic medicine is? Do y'all know what allopathic medicine is? The medicine that doctors practice, 93% of all doctors in America practice allopathic medicine. What is allopathic medicine? It is the treatment of disease with drugs, radiation, and surgery. The treatment of symptoms. Treatment. Nowhere in the definition, thank you. Nowhere in the definition does it say cure diseases. Treatment of symptoms with drugs, radiation, and surgery. I have plenty of friends that are doctors that are making a shit ton of money that don't cure nothing. And before 1903, what were we curing ourselves with? What were we staying healthy with? What were we treating ailments with before 1903? When John D. Rockefeller established allopathic medical schools. Y'all don't even know y'all history. But then you want to come here and try to debate me on this shit. This shit I have studied. So, no, they're not good people. In my eyes, that doesn't make them any less who they are. I accept people for who the fuck they are. You're probably a bad person too. We are all a villain in somebody's story. So I don't gauge people on good or bad. That's their profession. What you choose to do as a profession is not who you are. Y'all think that because somebody is a police officer is who they are? That's y'all's problem. That's work. That's a job. There's a difference between work and job. This is my work. Y'all don't know the difference between work and job. Work is something you will do for free. Because that's what your spirit told you to do. That's what your purpose is. A job is something you do to pay bills. And most of these doctors got into medicine to pay bills. So, what is unbalancing our microbiome? Sorghum, peanuts, sucrose, dextrose, carrageenan, distilled liquor, and acacia. Distilled liquor is on everybody's do not fuck with list. Okay? My job is not to convince y'all of anything. My job is to give you the information. What you do with that information is completely up to you. When I get off this live, I don't think about y'all. I think about me. Because my assignment is taking care of this vessel. Your assignment is to take care of that vessel. But we be so busy worrying about agendas and all that other shit that you don't even put yourself first. Your first priority while you are on this plane of existence is to take care of the vessel your spirit is housed in. And y'all don't do that. Okay? So how do we turn it around for blood type Bs? Where the B's at? Speak up. Okay? To block that lectin sensitivity. Remember the achy, the inflammation and the bad skin and all that other shit that y'all dealing with? Guess what? Guess what? Cultured dairy products. Ricotta cheese. Cultured dairy products is sour cream and Greek yogurt. Kefir, cottage cheese, mozzarella cheese, farmer's cheese, feta cheese, and paneer. Why is it that blood type B benefits from certain dairy foods? Because the sugar that is on your antigens, the antigens are little sugars on the outsides of our red blood cells. Your B antigen is the same sugar that's in dairy products, that's in cow's milk dairy products. So those sugars match. That's why you benefit from it. Okay? If more B blood type diabetics would start eating the right dairy foods, not yellow or orange cheeses, those cheeses are all fake. But these cheeses, shit would turn around. Okay? How are you building muscle and speeding up your metabolism? Blood type O's and blood type B's lose weight fast as hell. And I know it may seem like you don't, but because of what you're eating, you don't. But if you start eating like this, you're going to see a big difference in just 7 days. Okay? Halibut, cod, mackerel, sardines, lamb, rabbit, goat, venison, deer. Because your genetic ancestors hail from what is known as modern day India and Pakistan, which is the Himalayan highlands. What do y'all see in mountains? Goats, sheep, rabbits, lamb. Okay? The name of the book is Eat Right for Your Type. Go get the list, then go order the book from Amazon or wherever they have the book, so you can learn how your body actually works. Imagine if y'all had had this information as a child and you grew up your whole life eating the way your body is supposed to be eating. You would never have any diseases. Okay? Ooh. So, ma'am, don't worry about where I got my research from. Apparently, it's not the same place you got your research from. You so busy trying to look for the chink in my armor that you don't notice that your shit's fucked up. Don't worry about me. Either you gonna use the information or you not. What the fuck? It's not hard. I don't know how much ass you think I'm supposed to kiss. I don't give a fuck if you never do this. That's the problem. You don't need to know my fucking credentials. You want to know my social too? Y'all do everything TikTok tell you to do except this shit. TikTok made me do it. Let TikTok make you lose 10 pounds in the next 7 days. How about that? Wow. I do not give a fuck if y'all don't do this shit. I don't get graded on it. I get graded on the fact that I come up here 4 or 5 hours of my day to give y'all the information that y'all don't know shit about. That's the difference. I don't get graded on this shit. I was selected to do it because of my personality. God knows me. God chose me. I'm built for this shit. Y'all couldn't do this shit for 30 minutes. Y'all couldn't do this shit for 30 minutes. I gotta be rough. Look at the shit I deal with. I was rough before I started. God is grading me, though. That's why I'm blessed every day. You don't know how God works, apparently. Trust and believe. I sleep well every night. Ma'am, I don't know how much attention you need from me. It is apparent you're not getting it in your real life. You got 13 followers. Maybe you should work on your numbers. Okay. There you go. I've given you enough of our time today. Okay? Anybody else need to get put out because you just won't leave on your own? If what I am saying to you doesn't line up with your thinking, get the fuck out. Why would you stay? When I be on TikTok, I just be like, oh, they talking. I don't want to hear that. Da-da-da. Why y'all still here? Going my life with the love that you're giving. Girl, let me down. Why? It's for the love in you, baby. It does not matter to me if y'all just joined or not. I treat everybody the same. I don't treat strangers better than I treat my loyal people that come here every day that have changed their lives. I don't treat y'all no better than I treat the people that are loyal to this type of living. Y'all may treat strangers better than y'all treat the people that love you. I don't. I think that's wrong thinking. You should be nicer to the people that are in your corner versus you should be nicer. Fuck strangers. I don't give a fuck about no stranger. Hey, Kendon, what you doing, girl? Why are you offended by one comment? I don't get offended, ma'am. This is what y'all think offended looks like? Y'all comment, I answer, and then you don't like the way I answer it, so you get offended. I'm a smart ass. I've been a smart ass all my life. Smart being the operative word. Y'all the ones that get bent out of shape. I can do this shit in my sleep. It's not my book, ma'am. It's Dr. D'Adamo. I think all blood type A should be pescatarians. I do not think you should be vegetarian or plant-based. Do not eat no processed plant-based foods. Okay? Do not. So, what is going to help your liver function? Mustard greens, beet greens, green tea, licorice root, parsnips, curry powder, and ginger root. Remember, y'all hail from what is known as India and Pakistan. Why y'all not eating curry goat and stuff? Jordy said they're going to start making some curry lamb. Baby, come back. Any type of food could see. I was something. Get into it. Okay? They be singing, boy. So, what is going to help with that hyper assimilator stuff y'all got going on? Pescatarian is good. I can get a... There you go. You got you some mustard greens? All right now. We're talking about bees. We're finishing up with the bees. ABs are next. What's going to blunt that hyper assimilator stuff? That's that strain of bacteria called alpha glucosidase. And when y'all get on these prescription drugs for diabetes, most of the drugs that they give y'all are alpha glucosidase inhibitors. But you can fix this with food. Okay? Silver dollar, enoki, and maitake mushrooms, whey protein shakes. Go get y'all one of the shakes on my site. Jordy drinks a whey protein shake every day. I've helped you so much. Yay! He drinks a whey protein shake every day with blueberries and bananas. And his vegetable of choice is Brussels sprouts. Okay. Blackberries and grapes. These are the things that will change that hyperassimilator tendency y'all got going on. Okay. What's going to balance your gut? Brewer's yeast, molasses, and cabbage. This is blood type B. Okay. So we are done with the B's. This again, you on metformin? We're going to get you off of that metformin. If you want to be off, if y'all want to stop being diabetics, this is what is going to make it happen. You got your cabbage? Love it. Get into kimchi too, if you're a blood type B. Kimchi. Okay. Tap the screen. We're almost at 100,000. Thank you, Miss Joyce. So, where the blood type ABs at? All you gotta do is try it for 7 days. If you don't feel no different, there's not one. Listen, if even 10% of the people that have tried this came back here and said nothing changed for me, I would stop. But every single person that comes here that has tried this for 7 days, only eating beneficial, has a major testimony in 7 days. I would stop if 10% of the people said this didn't help me. I'm a stylist of my 50 plus shades of gray. So sad to hear how much drugs there. You could help them, ma'am. Okay? You can help them. So, as a blood type AB, where you at? I mean, y'all don't understand, like even Stones, when she first came here, when I first started doing this, I've been doing this now about a year on TikTok. When she first came here, she was on 6 different prescription drugs. Stones, how long were you on prednisone? She was on prednisone, and also she has to be on oxygen. She just went back to the doctor, and her oxygen levels went from 25% to 40% lung capacity since eating for her blood type. She's no longer on prednisone. None of that shit. So everybody that has been doing this for some months, they have noticed major improvements in their health. You don't have shit to lose. Nobody's telling y'all to go out and buy a bunch of products or to shoot your body up with Mounjaro and Ozempic and none of that shit. So what is the problem that y'all have eating whole foods? Just please put that in the comments. How threatening is it to you to just eat whole foods? I don't understand what the fear is. I don't get it. No one's telling you to go out and buy a bunch of things. We're literally telling you, good night, Sylvia. We're literally telling you to stop eating stuff. So all of our grocery bills have gone down. We're not eating 3 times a day. We're only eating maybe 2. Okay. So as a blood type AB, which is my blood type, okay, what do we deal with? Bacterial overgrowth and dysbiosis, cell signaling issues, stress, and lectin sensitivity. And if y'all get y'all kids, to eating for their blood type right now, they're never going to have to deal with the illnesses that y'all are dealing with. If nothing else, that should be your motivation. That's a legacy. That's how you break generational habits. This is how we crush this soul food shit. And This is how we crush it. Because every generation we got diabetics, and why y'all still eating the same food that y'all grandma who got diabetes and your mama who got diabetes? Why are we still eating the same foods they eat? You on the same exact path. Why? Because y'all have the same blood types and y'all eat the same food. Okay? So what's triggering all these ailments in blood type AB? Lectin sensitivity again. Okay? Painful joints, bad skin, all of that, right? Chicken, same thing. Chicken, the lectin in chicken, it doesn't matter if it's organic or ghetto. It doesn't matter if it's college educated or, it comes with its own references. Chicken, okay? The lectin in chicken attacks our bloodstream, causing our red blood cells to fuse together, creating blood clots, autoimmune diseases, and stroke. Chicken. What else? Corn, haddock, flounder, kidney bean. This is why blood type AB should never be vegan. I tried that vegan shit years ago. 2017. Immediately gained 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Kidney beans, mung beans, chickpeas. This is all the shit that gives us lectin sensitivity. Sesame, sunflower seeds, lima beans, black beans, fava beans, black-eyed peas, buckwheat. And y'all out here trying to live your whole life eating a bunch of beans. So, what's giving us bacterial overgrowth? Oranges, camembert cheese, bananas, distilled liquor, dextrose, sucrose, fructose, all the fake sugars. Guar gum, guava, mangoes, carrageenan, cornstarch, sago, adzuki beans, radishes, rhubarb, sorghum, and Jerusalem artichokes. What's causing our body stress and unbalancing our immune system? Sorghum, sucrose, dextrose, carrageenan, distilled liquor, acacia, coffee, aspartame, and pork. So, what's going to block lectin sensitivity? Okay. Yogurt, feta cheese, farmer's cheese, and mozzarella cheese. Yes, Shalimar. Okay, girl, you know your shit. So what's going to be, I had me a nice cauliflower pizza yesterday. I make sure I get my little cheeses or my yogurt or something in every day. Okay. What's going to build muscle in our body? Turkey. We're the only blood type that benefits from turkey. Nobody else benefits from turkey but us. Okay? So, turkey, cod, eggs, egg whites. Everybody always asks, well, can we have eggs? You should have egg whites because most of the nutrition in eggs and estrogen in eggs is in the yolk of the chicken, in the yolk of the egg. So just do egg whites if you just must have eggs. Okay? What else? Tuna, salmon, sardines, grouper, tofu, and tempeh. Let me tell you something. I'm loving this sardine tuna shit. What I made today was tuna salad with my Genova yellowfin tuna and put my edamame noodles in it. Super high protein. Okay? So what is going to improve our cells? You got to get that. If you can have soy, you got to get those edamame noodles. You must. Thank you, Ronnie. You must. I get mine from Sprouts. But if they don't have a Sprouts near you, check Trader Joe's. I think my brand is Explore Cuisine. You had spread with shrimp and cracker. I don't eat shrimp, sweetheart. Nobody should be eating no shrimp. Shrimp is like roaches of the sea. Shrimp is parasites, and then you wonder why you got parasites. Do y'all know as a blood type O how to get rid of parasites in your body? Exactly. None of that. You saw them at Aldi's? Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds expel parasites from your gut. All the O's know. The O's and the A's can pumpkin seeds. For blood type B and AB, papaya. I'm a rare B negative. What's the best food? We'll get the foods list. So what's going to improve cell signaling? Remember, we have cells. Cells carry messages throughout the body. Blood type AB is very prone to stuff like dementia, memory loss, Parkinson's, that kind of shit. So the cell signaling foods are very important to us. I probably get about 4 or 5 of these in my system every day. So watermelon, curry powder, figs, garlic, onions, cranberry, green tea, eggplant, cherries, plums, olive oil, peanuts, walnut oil, and blackberries. Okay? And I take Sharp every day. That's why I created this. Okay? Because you gotta, if you know you're susceptible to something, you gotta head that shit off at the pass. This is also why I'm such a smart ass, because Sharp. Go to the site and get it. How many of y'all on y'all Sharp every day? And y'all probably don't take it on the weekends, do you? O's cannot have papaya seed. I literally just said papaya is not for you as an O, ma'am. I already told you what it's going to do. I literally said pumpkin seeds. Y'all hard-headed as the fuck. Y'all just don't learn. You O's. Y'all the ones. Not listening. Whoa, can we have papaya too? Sherlock, all you have to do is type in your blood type in my search bar on my site, and all the things for your blood type will come up. Okay? Your body be telling you, and then I'm telling you. I don't know how many more messages y'all need. God does not talk to y'all in the form of a burning bush. He uses people. And none of y'all are here by accident. The site is ceorganics.com. You can get there from the link in my bio too. Papaya is for group B. Thank you. B and AB. There's the site. It's pinned right there, okay? You can get the foods list by clicking my name at the top and then my face. When the little thing pops up, it'll take you to my page. This live is better than TV. Well, there's a writer's strike, so ain't gonna be no good TV for a minute. All right, so let's finish up with the ABs and then we're done. What's gonna balance our gut? Mushrooms, silver dollar, portobello, enoki, and maitake mushrooms. Get them into your... I've been on medicinal mushrooms for 11 years. I do have sea moss. It's literally called CE moss. Let's see if I have the bottle up here. I don't have the bottle up here. But I have sea moss. I take it every day. Okay? It stands for cost-effective moss. And they're capsules. I don't really get into that sea moss gel shit and all that. I think it's highly overpriced and highly overrated. Okay. AB and placed on a low carb diet for excess insulin. You just need to eat according to your blood type. I see Moss is great. Thank you, Shivani. Thank you. Oh, here's y'all song. Here's y'all little song. So, what else benefits us, our gut? Miso. Get into miso. Cabbage, kefir, amaranth, dandelion greens, watercress, and brewer's yeast. I don't really get into this song because I feel like it's kind of I don't know. I don't get into it. Like, this man is literally talking about how he's used and abused women. I never thought this song is like romantic. I was trying to follow you, but you couldn't. What you mean? I'm not putting my soul through that. I'm not going to do it. This is how we'll end today. Before I let y'all go. I don't be putting my spirit through that shit. I don't want to hear it. Why can't you get to my bio? If you click my name, keep tapping the screen. We're almost at 100,000. If you tap my name, then the little white thing pops up, hit my face, and it'll take you right over there. Okay? So, this is not the full list for blood type AB. This is just what ailments are we susceptible to, what foods are triggering those ailments, and what we can eat to turn it all around. Go get the foods list and only eat the beneficial foods for the next 7 days. In my first 2 days, I lost 6 pounds of inflammation. Okay? For me, the way that I think, if I prove to myself that something works, I'm going to keep doing it. And that's what helped me to cure myself from anemia, got rid of all of my menopause symptoms, because I'm in my 4th year of menopause. My menopause was horrific. Okay? Horrific. And now I have no symptoms from menopause. Okay? So, if you want to alleviate all these ailments, hey, 100,000, thank you guys. If you want to alleviate all these ailments and stuff that y'all suffering from, just know that it's been the food you've been eating. Okay? So, I will be back here again tomorrow. I'm going to be breezing through these things because I got shit to do. I got to finish working on the new recipe book. We already have one recipe book, but I'm putting out another recipe book. So if you want recipes, click the link on my bio. We have recipe books for each blood type. I was told by my mom I can't have sugar or salt. Are you on punishment? No. Beyonce's Friday, the 1st, September 1st. You get your order tomorrow? Yay. So my sister's flying in on Thursday. I mean, why your mama say you can't have no sugar or salt? Just go get the foods list. Okay. You get cut off while she's still talking. You are aware. Can I get? Oh, here's the book. So somebody came to my comments, sent me a DM. Yeah, it takes debit cards. Came to my DM the other day and says, "Oh, I got the book, but there's some things I need clarification on." I just deleted it. If you got the book and you did not get the foods list from me, I'm not clarifying shit. Was that mean? Was that mean? Oh, okay, good. I didn't really care if it was mean or not. I was just like, bloop. Figure it out on your own, ma'am. Figure it out on your own. Come to the lives and learn. If you need clarification, I don't know what else to tell you. Go get the foods list. I've simplified it. The list is pretty fucking simple. Just don't overthink it. Like Jordan said the other day, you don't have to believe it, just do it. Okay? Most of the things in our lives have been just do it things. You don't gotta believe in it, just do it. Stick to it. Time is the only thing you got to be dealing with. Everything will turn itself around in time. You didn't mess your body up overnight. Okay? So I love y'all, and I'll see y'all back here again tomorrow. Maybe she should have worded it differently. What? No. If she did not get the foods list from me, and she just went out and bought the book, why do I owe her any clarification? Why do y'all think I owe y'all some clarification if you ain't supporting me? I don't make no money off this book. Y'all know how many books have been sold since I've been telling y'all about this book? The fuck? Now you feel me. All right. I'll see y'all. Y'all see how quickly it got dark in here? I know, right? I don't even worry about it. You know why I don't press any of this? Because I don't want nobody supervising me. The way that I talk to y'all, y'all get it. Okay? Y'all get it. I want y'all, I'm speaking to y'all in a way that y'all understand. And if y'all were going to Dr. Diadamos, he's going to talk to y'all in scientific terms that y'all may not understand. Okay? So I don't want nobody saying, oh, because you make $1 off of every book, you need to start acting like that. I don't want to work for nobody. I ain't worked for nobody in 17 years. I don't need no supervisors. You know what? God gives me a check. I don't worry about that kind of stuff. God takes care of everything that I need. I ain't worried about that. Okay? Not trying to fall out with me. What you mean? Why would you fall out with me, man? You ain't gonna fall out with me, man. Okay? I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love you. Bye.